Hi, everyone. Welcome to the beginning of our February series of 2021 together, Nervous System Reset. So I reached out to you all on my Instagram stories and asked a couple of different themes, what would be best for you? And it was loud and clear that we could use some support for our nervous systems. We could use some getting back into rest and digest, moving away from fight or flight or that sympathetic dominance that's so common in our culture today. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit unique. Perhaps you've tried it before. It's often called a body scan or passive progressive muscle relaxation, passive progressive neuromuscular relaxation. And in yoga, it's often called yoga nidra. So yoga nidra is known as yogic sleep. And it's this deep state of relaxation and allowing the body to reset itself, to come back into balance while we rest. And why I decided to start with this practice is because I do think that the quickest way to get our bodies out of fight or flight in most instances is to slow down, is to get still, even for a small amount of time. So that's what we're going to practice today. And so I would recommend putting on something really comfortable and loose fitting. If you can be in your PJs or your sweats, awesome. Or even if you want to, take a hot shower or a hot bath and then just stay in your towel while you practice this, that's also really relaxing and nice. And then set up your space to be really cushy and supportive for your body. So you can be lying in bed completely. Try not to fall asleep, but if you do, that's okay. I'm on my mat here. And so I'm going to show you a couple of ways that we can set up and then we'll begin. So one of the ways that we can set up is to place a bolster or a body pillow or a couple of pillows right under the crease of our knees. And that's going to be really supportive for the low back. So you can try that option, see if that feels good. And then you can take a rolled blanket and you can place it right on the pelvic area for a little bit of added weightiness, groundingness there. Or you can roll the blanket over you so that your feet are covered. Maybe you put some socks on, just to add some warmth. Because even if you're a little bit warm now, when we start to slow down our breath rate and get still, our body temperature goes down. So you might find that you get a little chilly. So that's one way to set up. Another way to set up is to take a Supta Baddha Konasana. So maybe you want to place blocks or books or pillows right underneath the knees. And again, this is relaxation, so it doesn't have to be perfect form. Just make sure you're not causing pain or tension anywhere in the body. And then you can place the bolster or the body pillow or a rolled blanket right up against the sacrum and then recline back. And this is a really nice one to open into the shoulders if you've got a lot of neck tension, shoulder tension. It's a gentle heart opener. So that can be really nice, especially if you're feeling especially closed off and hard or icy cold toward your loved ones or people around you. This can be a gentle way to expand the heart center once again. And an opening to receiving love, to receiving care for yourself. So just choosing the option that feels best in your body today. And I'm going to give you a minute to set up and then we will begin. Okay, so just settling into your space. And for these next 15 minutes or so, just really turning your energy, your loving focus in toward yourself. We're just going to breathe here and allow the body to settle. Perhaps you were moving around to set up. And so the heart might be racing a bit. And so we're just going to breathe, allowing the breath rate to slowly slow down. And just checking in with this initial position that you've chosen for your body and see if there's any tweaks or micro adjustments that would make your body even 1% more comfortable. Good. And then as you're ready, committing to just settling in and allowing stillness to be your practice. Softening the muscles of the face and the jaw. Begin to deepen the breath as it feels natural. Softening the belly and allowing the belly to fill up with air on the inhale. And softly move back toward the spine on the exhale. And if it feels good, you can open the mouth and sigh out. Assisting the body in releasing tension and settling into this relaxation. You can absolutely have the eyes closed completely. You may also choose to have them open just slightly so that you don't fall asleep as quickly. And you can also keep a bit of awareness on your external environment if that allows you to feel more safe and secure. You can also do this practice from a seated position. So if you'd like to sit up in a chair or sit up in bed, sit up against a wall, that's perfectly fine. And as the body gets heavier and heavier, let's bring our awareness to the crown of the head. Noticing the top of the head and all the fascia that's involved in holding the skull and the crown of the head together. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, allowing that fascia surrounding the skull to get soft, allowing tension to melt, and allowing the head to rest heavy on the space beneath you. And like a wave of warm water, allowing this relaxing energy to wash down the front of the face, allowing the eyes to close gently, letting the eye sockets get heavy, allowing the jaw to soften, parting the lips and allowing the teeth to move away from one another, top and bottom, allowing the tongue to gently rest down in the bottom of the mouth. Good. And letting this melty, soft, watery energy move down the sides of the face, washing over the ears, down the cervical spine and the neck, every vertebrae softening, releasing old energy, allowing fluidity and dynamic aliveness to move in once again. And following the breath now, focusing on the throat, allowing that wave to wash down the chin, down the throat, softening all the muscles around the throat, softening down the chest, and the chest muscles are softening. The upper heart is softening and surrendering. Letting this softening, opening, sweet heart space to wash onto the back body. Shoulders softening, shoulder blades moving away from one another, resting settled on the space beneath you. Allowing the shoulders to soften, backs and fronts of the arms to soften, Elbows soften. Wrists soften and get heavy. Backs of the hands. Palms of the hands. Right thumb gets heavy. Right index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. Old energy draining out through the fingertips and into the space beneath you. Left back of the hand, left palm of the hand resting heavy. Left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. Beginning to soften and relax. Just taking a breath or two here. Breathing in this relaxation that you've cultivated in the upper body. Spacious awareness. Good. And then allowing this wave to move down further still, past the chest, down into the abdomen, massaging, releasing all the digestive organs into their fullest potential, fully optimized, shiny and new. And allowing these healing waters to move on to the mid-back, the lower back, releasing any stored tension, releasing any holding and clinging, allowing the back body to surrender to the space beneath you, the space behind you, completely. And these waters moving down into the pelvic bowl, washing away any old energy, old memories, stagnancies, creating new space, new possibility, allowing the hips to soften, the sacrum to soften, the tailbone and the glutes to soften down, resting heavy, melty into the space beneath you. And taking a deep breath here and sighing it out. Feeling the upper body long, expansive, completely relaxed from the crown of the head down to the tailbone. And drawing these healing waters now down the fronts of the legs, the quads, the knees, the shins and the ankles. And swishing onto the back body, down the hamstrings, backs of the knees, calf muscles, and meeting at the ankles. And if you'd like to envision some swirling moving through this space, scrubbing away any tension, fatigue, dis-ease in the body. And then bringing the awareness down to the ankles, tops of the feet, big toes, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and pinky toe completely relaxed, buzzing with new energy. And then just allowing any stagnancy, any old energy, and all of this healing water to move out through the bottoms of the feet and back into the earth. Letting the earth absorb this energy and transmute it, alchemize it into brand new energy that can be used by all living things. And just allowing awareness to move through the whole of the body now. Right side, crown of the head down to the tips of the toes. Left side, crown of the head, front of the body, back of the body, all the way down to the tops of the toes. Whole body in your awareness. Spacious, still, completely relaxed. And resting here for just a few more breaths, allowing this healing process to fully integrate into every cell of your being. Letting every single muscle remain soft, surrendered. And you can remain here for as long as you would like. If you're lying in bed and it's evening, or you have the space, feel free to drift off into sleep now, allowing this restoration to supercharge. If you've got to move into your day, let's take a moment just to bring our awareness back to our surroundings without opening the eyes fully. Bringing energy and awareness back into the fingers, back into the toes. Feeling the cells buzzing with new energy, new potential, new possibility. And keeping this with you, gently roll onto your right side. And pause here for a moment, resting, integrating, being careful of your props, and then pressing into the arms and slowly lifting the body back up to a seated position. Good, and just take a moment to ground into your sit bones. Settling in, allowing the circulation to begin to move through the body once again. And you can keep the eyes closed or downcast toward the ground. And let's just take a couple of cleansing breaths. So you inhale and exhale, sigh it out. Again, full breath in. And sigh it out. Good. One more breath in. Good. And bringing a gentle smile to your face, palms together and resting at your heart. Sweetly bowing to your heart center. And bowing to the miracle of your body. The microcosm that exists within you is a replication of the macrocosm of the whole cosmos. So just honoring all of these movements and the dynamic nature of your inner being that is constantly orienting itself toward new balance, toward new optimization. And remembering that you don't have to do the work. All you have to do is hold the space and allow the healing to happen. We just keep surrendering and surrendering and surrendering, breathing and surrendering, breathing and surrendering, and let it all unfold. Thank you so much for showing up for this deep, deep first practice. for allowing the tension to melt out of the body and for new potentials to be created. From my heart to yours, thank you. And I will see you in our next class together.